Sleigh bells are ringing. Are you listening?
And the lane snow is glistening.
Don't change the channel. We'll be right back today with the announcements. It's Wednesday, December 11th, 2013. This is Ariana Ricard.
And Luis Peinado. There were rather paltry choices for today's holiday.
We had a choice of National Noodle Day, National Noodle Ring Day, or International Mountain Day.
After some quick research into noodle rings, we settled on Mountain Day.
Mountains are home 12% of the world's population.
Sustainable mountains develop is key to improve the livelihood of these often poor and isolated people. International
Mountain Day, it rise awareness of these people.
Moving on, teachers, please check to see who has paper and a writing utensil on them.
Please reward students with paper pencil with 4 Mars stamps.
What's the point of having one and not the other? Bring your supplies to class, people.
In other news, everyone should be working hard on AR points.
Gaining AR points. We've been telling you that we are supposed to achieve 75 points within 2 weeks, with a total of 200 by the end of the school year.
Good news, everyone. You can cut those numbers in half.
We should be earning a minimum of 25 points per quarter, so that means 50 points by the 20th.
Besides, there will be a party for those classes with the most words read in accelerated reader.
One party will be awarded to each grade level.
Not to mention that reading at home helps you pass your current classes.
So get reading.
Be accountable for your work. See what I did there?
Yes, a nice transition into our Mars behavior.
I know, right? Obviously, accountability is our Mars behavior focus of the day.
We are only 7 days from the end of the semester.
If you are not accountable for your work, you will fail your classes.
And if you fail your classes, then you won't be building a strong foundation for next school year.
You are the only one that is responsible for your success or failure.
Another way to be accountable is by getting to your classes on time.
Some of you have already experienced lunch detention for tardies.
We have some bad news for those of you that are habitually late.
Starting in January, those of you that are late to class
on a regular basis
will be experiencing Saturday school from 9 a.m. until noon.
Some of you are going to be losing your weekends on a regular basis.
That is unless you are turning yourselves around and are doing what you're supposed to.
And earn those positive notes home.
And get them in for the prize drawing by Friday.
Be sure that you attend after-school tutoring if you have a D or an F in any of your classes. They are there to help you to get caught up.
Speaking of academics, success or failure map testing takes place today and Thursday.
These measures of academic progress can predict how well you will do on the TCAP test.
As well as where some informational gaps may be.
So do your best.
Finally, we would like to give a shout out to Chad Wilson. He will be here as a watchdog today.
And that's all we have for administrative reminders for the day. This has been Luis Peinado
And Ariana Ricard. Announcements are up next.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Blanca Cruz.
And I'm Hayden Buford with the morning announcements.
We're running short on time, people.
We're down to a mere 8 days for you to be able to get the 2013-2014 yearbook for a low price of $15.
In the meantime, the PTA has some great things going on for us to continue to support them.
Things like the winter dance that goes on this Friday from 4 until 6.
Ticket sales are already going on and will continue until the dance.
It will cost you $2 in advance or at the door.
And just FYI, the activity bus will be available that evening. Just be sure to let the PTA know ahead of time if you need to ride.
Also, be sure to visit the PTA in the Cyber Cafe on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays for snacks.
One last thing, today is the final day for the PTA's Christmas store.
This is a convenient and inexpensive way to get great holiday gifts for family members and friends.
It looks like they have a great selection of gifts for people of all ages.
The PTA will keep the store open until 5:30 tonight.
Also, be sure to take advantage of the Pizza Pal deal in room 153.
For $11, you can get a pizza from Old Chicago worth $22.
And finally, we have a reminder about the free dress day on Friday the 13th.
And just for giggles, this is to be combined with an ugly sweater competition.
Passes will be sold today as well as on Thursday the 12th for $2 in the cafeteria.
Late passes can be purchased on the 13th for $3 in the cafeteria for Miss Taylor.
That is it for now. This has been Blanca Cruz.
And Hayden Buford. Clubs and events are up next.
Why is the flight simulator not being used?
Well, it's not that it's not being used. It's a matter of that it's still being planned to be used. We already have 2 6th grade teachers who are working on a lesson now with their students that's going to be using the flight simulator in the near future. The hardest part of using the flight simulator, as with any technology, is the teachers have to write a curriculum that goes with it.
When will it be used again?
Well, I know for sure that they're using it in their class next semester. I'm not sure what the plan is. If other teachers have plans to use it, they haven't come to me yet. But I do know that the teachers want to use it. It's just a matter of writing that curriculum.
When was it last used?
It was last used just the other day when I trained Miss Essif and Mr. Boxstaller on how to set it up and get it going for their students. They're doing a murder mystery.
What kind of flight simulators are we going to be getting?
Mr. Nason has told me that they are in the bidding process for getting 4 new flight simulators in the Space Foundation, and also one that has a 270-degree viewing angle, which means that right now we have 3 panels here. It will have literally
Thank you for your time.
Us.
And I'm Isabel Yaney with Clubs and Activities.
Mr. Cordova Cyber Geeks met yesterday. Rumor has it they are coming close to completing programming Skynet.
And today it's lights, camera, action, and drama club as they film new intros for KRKT.
Or you can participate in the Waging War with Battle of the Books in room 147.
And as usual, on Thursday, you have plenty of choices.
Perhaps you'd like to learn how to build your own robot with Mr. Anderson's pre-engineering club.
Or become one with nature in the environmental club in room 120.
And there's the orchestra club for the strings wonderkins.
Or you can be a part of writing the copy or snapping pictures for this year's yearbook.
And of course there is also Scratch with Mrs. Audison and her programming experts.
Finally, don't forget that the activity bus is available for all after-school activities. This has been Isabel Yaney.
And David Rice. Sports is up next.
Good morning, JSAA. I'm Lindsay Thomas.
And I'm Eddie Arciniega with KRKT Sports.
Monday, the Lady Titans had a game against Man.
Then Tuesday was day 2 of the district tournament over at West.
So be sure to support the Lady Titans at the girls' basketball district tournament.
Show the rest of the teams that you are an unstoppable force, ladies.
And tomorrow at the Wasson campus, the indoor soccer season continues.
Those games will run from 5:30 until 8 on Thursday night.
Go team!
Be sure to check out the guys as they take the floor in their exciting matches.
And that's it for JSAA Sports. But before we go, we have the joke of the day.
This one is for all of you computer geeks.
Why did the computer keep sneezing?
Why?
It had a virus.
Oh well, this has been Eddie Arciniega.
And Lindsay Thomas. Catch you tomorrow on KRKT Daily.
But before we go, please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.